Ladies and gentlemen, a motorbike like this has hundreds of parts and accessories with different shapes that requires corresponding molds to be produced. And molding industry is the foundation of supporting industry, and this is also the value and production chain that consists of five basic stages. So where are Vietnamese enterprises in this mold production chain? For the inputs of materials and devices, almost 100% of them are imported, and the weakest point is that uh, heat treatment process and surface treatment have to be done abroad due to technology and standard requirement. In general, Vietnamese enterprises only get to involve in less complicated stages such as assembly and machining. This is a mold for motorbike production, and this is how it looks like after being metallized for friction reduction and endurance increasement up to 7 to 10%. Sorry, up to 7 to 10 times of the mold. And this stage requires high technology, which hasn't been able to be performed by Vietnamese enterprises and only can be done in foreign countries. Vietnamese enterprises are mainly capable of performing stitches at lower technical and accurate level, such as shaving, cutting, and milling. And it's even impossible for them to even produce materials for molding uh, at this point of time. And according to a representative from an enterprise, the average cost of a mold imported from China is even 30% cheaper than that being manufactured here in Vietnam. Our technology is still somewhat going behind that of the other countries, and our strength is mainly machining stage that requires that requires simple accuracy, and also automation performance is not good enough, and the technique of using materials in the mold is not optimal. Productivity is rather low due to costs incurred during manufacturing process. Regarding mold design, the core stage, Vietnamese enterprises have troubles with human power as there has been any schools educating the matter of the field. This design profession in Vietnam is still not enough to crack the surface and there hasn't been such specialization in plastic industry like IPS. Therefore, the hardest thing to Vietnamese enterprises is that they have to do the training job themselves. Molding education is still too academic, so Vietnamese enterprises do not only encounter difficulties in human power for designing, but they also waste time for retraining. International molding industry is being divided into four levels in terms of manufacturing and operating capacity. The first and the second level are the highest, namely Japan, Europe, and America. The third and the fourth are the lowest. Those are the countries that are only able to perform machining and uh, rely on foreign countries, still rely on foreign technology. This is applied in household appliance, textile, leather shoe manufacturer, consumer goods, or packaging. And Vietnam is among those countries. How can Vietnam soon level up like Thailand and other countries in the area, manufacturing more complex mold? Human resources is the very first answer because the training of molding industry is still rather poor or even non-existent in Vietnam. A training course for 200 experts in molding industry was launched by and Trade, Ministry of Industry and Trade and Samsung Group, and the very first lessons have just started. The classes are classified based on learners' demands, ranging from the very basic and general level. Molds are manufactured based on each product and its function to ensure quality, longevity of the mold, and to reduce maintenance and repair cost. Mr. Kang, a a mechanical lecturer uh, of a university in Hanoi, is planning to use the knowledge of this program to open the very first mold manufacturer training course for the school this year. The textbook is arranged very logically from theory to practice throughout the whole course of 14 weeks. And the practice is applied not only in Vietnam but also in not only in Vietnamese factories but also in Korean factories. Performance of Vietnamese students is now at average level. A general process of mold manufacture must be well known, especially the importance of stages like measurement or heat treatment. We'll share all the experiences obtained by Samsung. The piece of Vietnamese industrial mold cake is now cost more than $1 billion, but Vietnamese enterprises only make up for less than 13% of it, and the rest are um, FDI enterprises. Is possible to find more space for Vietnamese enterprises. Please take a look at these numbers. Higher labor price is making molding price in Japan twice as much as that in China, and 30% more than that in Korea. So the very first priority of Japan is to lower the product the product cost by investing in the markets with lower labor price, including Vietnam. More than 30 Japanese enterprises announced to move their production base to Southeast Asia last week, half of which moved to Vietnam. So, what does Vietnam's molding market prepare to be ready for this moving flow? And will the $1 billion piece of cake be forgotten?